Shabbat Shalom, everyone. This week's portion, Parashat Pekudei, which means accountability. Moses accounted for all the money that he gathered from the people of Israel, and he's building the tabernacle. And that's what he's doing. He's giving the accounts over. He gathered so much money, and he built a tabernacle. And to teach us a very strong lesson, even the highest and the mightiest leader has to be accountable. Accountability is what the Torah brings forward in this week's parasha. But there's a great drama that unfolds behind the scene in the Midrashim. You're not going to find it in the simple text. It comes from behind the scenes in the Midrash. And there it tells us that when they started counting the shkalim, the money, and what was built, there was a discrepancy of 1,775 shkalim. And obviously the first prime suspect, Moses. And as they're thinking what to do, a heavenly voice came out and says, you miscalculated. Your discrepancy is not a discrepancy. If you look around the tabernacle, there are pillars, and the pillars have hooks in them that are holding cloth. You did not calculate the hooks, in Hebrew, vavim. You did not calculate the hooks that are holding the cloth. And lo and behold, when you calculate all the hooks, it comes out to 1,775 shkalim that were missing. Moses is out of the woods, and he is accounted for, and everything is fine, and the drama is over. But why did the Torah or the Midrash tell us about this drama? To give us a very strong message that a person should always be clean and accounted for in the eyes of God and in the eyes of the people. But why didn't the Torah tell us specifically in writing? Why do we have to hear it from the Midrash? And the answer is because in our day and age, when someone is suspected to do something, they smear his name all over the paper. But when we find out that it's not true, you see a little ad in the back of the paper with an apology. No one really reads that apology, and in the eyes of the people and in the mind of the people, that person is corrupt. It's very easy to slander someone. People love to read that. It's very hard to take that slander back. And therefore the Torah teaches a very valuable lesson. Until you're not 100% sure of what the person did, do not go out and slander. Do not put out the suspicion in the limelight. Do not put the suspicion in the headlines of the early paper. So the Torah does not say that about Moses, but still the Midrash brings it in order for us to learn a lesson. And the beauty of it is in our Torah itself, in our scroll, the actual scroll that the scribe writes, there are columns and columns of words. And in the New Sifrei Torah, each column of words in the scroll starts with the letter Vav. As we said, the letter Vav in Hebrew, in English, means a hook, to represent those hooks in the tabernacle, and to tell us of this Vavei HaAmudim story, the hooks of the pillars, to tell us that the most important thing about the Torah is that it's accurate, is that anything that has to do with slander that is not 100% sure, the Torah is not going to write us, to teach us. It's very easy to write something. It's harder to take it back. Shabbat Shalom.